Hi guys, hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Sionela Makula and this is Sio's Lifestyle, and you guys are more than welcome to call me Sio for short. So today it's a Sunday and we decided we're going to do another couples video, or should I say episode 4 of the couples edition. If you guys have been in this channel before, you guys would know I focus mainly on lifestyle content. I share like parts of my life with you guys. I do vlogs, sit down videos, story times, I share a little bit about faith here and there, or testimonies and so on and so forth. So today my partner David is joining me. You guys know him if you have been on this channel. So we're just gonna have a conversation together. And I do want to ask that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel and you've just clicked on this video, please do consider subscribing to the video. It's completely free. Please do subscribe and please do like the video. Please comment, and looking forward to reading all your comments. And yeah, so today we are going to do should I say couples edition as indicated previously. So today in this episode 4 of the couples edition, we're just going to be talking about like fights in our relationships. So maybe you're not yet married, or you're in a relationship with someone, or you are already in marriage. I think this video can be for anyone. It doesn't also have to be married people. It can also be any kind of relationship, honestly speaking. It could be for siblings, it could be for friendships, it could be for anyone. So this video, I think it does not only apply to couples, but maybe some of the things we share can help anyone in any type of relationship. So now I'm going to get right into the video. I think the direction we're going to follow, we're just going to share maybe some of the things that we have fought about, or some of the fights that we've had, kind of issues that often cause us to fight. And then also we're going to talk about the interventions, or what we have tried to do or put in place to help us in terms of not fighting as much, or maybe if we do fight or have a disagreement, how we sort of try to resolve the fight, or how we sort of try to move past that. Because let's be honest guys, this is real life. There's always going to be something that you and your spouse or your partner are going to disagree on, and differences in opinion, like you're coming from different backgrounds, so definitely you guys are going to be butting heads here and there. But I think what's important, if there's disagreements, what's the way forward, and also just fighting healthy. Basically, you just need to fight healthy in how you talk to each other and how you address each other. So those are the things we're going to share. Just a disclaimer guys, we are not marriage counselors or any types of professional. We're just sharing our own experiences and how we have overcome some of the fights or the challenges we've had. So David and I, we have never fought about cheating. We have never fought about, I'm not talking big fights like you're cheating, if you're being abused, and I feel like that takes a whole different approach on how you would fix that. Probably it's not even advisable to stay in such a relationship if you're being cheated on, if you're being beaten, if you're being abused. This is not what we're looking at here. But now I'm just going to talk about us. I just want to give examples of some of the kind of fights we've had. So I think, let me just also say, like, if you stay with your partner or your spouse, there's always going to be certain things that you're going to learn more about them. I feel like you two will become exposed. You're going to learn more about each other's habits and all those things. For us, I think major fights or disagreement, they come in how we do things. Like, I'll make an example. I feel like also most women can relate to this. As women, we like to keep our house clean. We like to pack up things and make sure we clean, and we make sure there's order in the house. Like if you're cleaning your house, you find you've packed up the dishes, you put the spoons where they belong. Or if you're cleaning in the bedroom, the cosmetics are packed up nicely. Everything, you just leave things in order, and you expect, if you have done it, you expect to find things where you have put them. So I've realized that with David, since we started staying together, you find that if he was using, sometimes he can use my bio oil, or if he was taking a comb, sometimes it's his stuff, or it could be we just sharing something. if he was using a comb, or if he was using a bio oil, or if he was using a Vaseline or some ointment, he can remove it from where I packed it, and he will use it and put it in another place, maybe put it in the bathroom, and for me, those things would get to me. As small as it is, we can argue about that. This thing, babe, I put this thing there, I cleaned, I packed up, but now how did it land up in the bathroom? And for him, he'd be like, but I was using it. So what? I left it there. Like for him, it's not a big deal. He was using it, he left it there. But for me, I'm just irritated in that, but I've cleaned up, but I've packed up. So now if you've used it, why are you leaving it in the bathroom? Why don't you put it back where you found it? So I'm just making an example. Or like you find that we can just disagree about anything. It could be about anything. If maybe we are at the shop, we are talking about buying, I'll make an example, a certain phone, right? I'm just making an example. David can be like, no, me, I want an iPhone. And I'll be like, no, for me, I'm talking about, let's say maybe if we are buying a phone together and we're going to use this phone together. He can be like, I want an iPhone because of this and this and this. And for me, I can be like, I want, I believe a Samsung is better. And you find in that there's like, now we need to make a decision. We want to make this purchase. I'm just using the phone as an example. We want to make this purchase. We're purchasing this thing. Then you find there's differences. This other person is saying this, but at the same time, I'm also saying this. But it's just vice versa. And. Do you want to add to the examples? No. Okay. So those are the type of examples, like differences in opinions, or how we do things, or how he does things. You find that there's just like something there, some friction there, right? Those are the kind of fights I'm referring to. So with the examples being said, now I'm just gonna ask David to just tell us, with the kind of fights that we've had, what has helped us in his opinion. I want him to share what has helped us in his opinion to resolve the fights, and then I will also potentially add to that if I feel like there's something that he has missed, and then maybe we can just see where the conversation heads.
I'll start with it's about time. It always takes time to build a better relationship. Yeah, because as you know, Rome wasn't built on a day. It was about time. At first, things can be well in a relationship because you don't know much about each other from different backgrounds. So it's all about time, and also it's all about understanding. Understanding about your partner, what he likes or what she likes, or what she don't like. That's the thing. And also it's about don't take for granted your partner's opinion or choices. Don't take it for granted. So when I say I don't take it for granted, sometimes, I myself, I can think that this is a better choice. And the other side, she also thinks the same way. Now mine is a better choice. So I must not underestimate that choice of ours because I'm a man, that this is a better choice. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to understand each other's choices to dig it and see, okay, what will be the consequences, or what will be the problem if we go this way. So it's all about understanding. As we know that there is all about understanding, as you know that two cannot work together without agreeing. So you need to understand and agree to each other. Okay, I think this is a better choice. I can give you an example. Before we came this side, there was a certain heated argument about the property. We tried to go to Weinberg, but there by Weinberg, for me, I was thinking like, no, this is not a good buy. This is not a good deal for us.
Yeah.
So that was like, my partner said like, no, I think this is big and it's a good deal. So I said, no, for me, I understand it's about safety. What comes first in my mind was about safety of the area. I said it's about the safety, the security of the area. Yes, we can live in a complex or in a compound where there's security. Yes, we can drive outside with a car, but one day you never have a car, you walk in the streets. So you never know what will happen in the streets. And maybe it cannot be you, it can be your kids, walking around, or your relatives, something can be. So it was about safety. So I try to convince my partner about those things. But at first it was not sitting well, but she ended up understanding, okay, let's try other ways. And also the good thing, we went there and we asked people about the area. Some of the people, because they are used to the area, they say that this is a better area, but it's there, here and there where there's theft and other stuff, but it's a good area. So I said, no, we can't take for granted, we cannot be rid about this theft thing. We must take it serious, because we are new. These people, they're born in this area, they know it very well. They know who's a robber, they know who are not good, who are bad guys. So in those things, we found that, okay, what would be next? We keep on looking, we keep on checking, and we found another area as well. She could get convinced of that area, but for me, I say no. Which
one?
Parklands. This is far, because at least we can be much closer to this side. But I didn't stop her to view the property or the thing that we want. I said, let's go and check. We went there and we checked, but we found that we are not interested in the property. And we came back and we say, you know what, I'm suggesting about this area. This is the area now where we are living. And for the first time, we just get to the area and just see the house. She was much convinced.
But also, baby, I know you're saying I was convinced, but remember, in the same compound, you were eyeing other properties.
Yeah.
So that was
for me, right, it was about eyeing other property just to differentiate. Because, you can't just buy because you just see something then and say, I'll take this.
Yeah.
For me, it was about to differentiate. It's not about I was against the issue of the property. No. I will just, okay, let's differentiate. What's the problem with this complex? We must see what's the difference. So at the end of the day, it's about respecting each other's choices. I respected her choices and she respected my decision. I made a decision and she made a choice. Okay, then we must take this place. Me, I say, okay, I just see, that's okay, let's go this side. So it's about respecting each other's choices. Because someone can be wrong, someone can be right, but you come to agreement that, no, I think this is right. Let's see the problem, what will come. So...
But also, babe, I do think as much as you are saying, you can't just respect anything. I think for you and I, it's like, yes, you can listen to someone, but if you know that this person is making a bad choice, you as your partner, you can't let them fall into that pit of hell, which I think it's what... As much as like for here, you respect, because I know guys with where we're staying now, David was eyeing one of the down floor apartments because there were so many apartments that were being sold that time. And for me, I was convinced on, if you guys would have probably noticed, we stayed like on the first floor. I was convinced with the first floor, the view, everything. And I just liked how isolated this block is compared to the one that he liked where you find there's 10 blocks, 10 units in just one block. So for me, I was convinced here because there's only 4 units, 2 up and 2 down, and it was just like isolated. As much as you're in a complex, it felt like you have your own space, you have your own privacy. And also it being on top floor, I said, I like this view also because where we stayed, we were used to staying on I think it was the 3rd floor, so we're used to walking up. It's not like we were not used to the upstairs, but here it was just perfect, just one up and then you are there. So with him saying, I'm just trying to add something, with him saying that it's about respecting each other's choices. He does not respect my choice if he knows it's a bad choice. And I feel like if you love someone, you're not going to let someone make a decision without trying by all means to convince them out. If you know that, what you are doing is going to get you in danger, you can't leave your spouse to enter that danger and you're just watching them entering into that danger without trying to convince them otherwise. Hence he gave a bit of a story where he said, we viewed in other places Weinberg, and as much as I was convinced of those properties, he tried by all means to say, this is going to be a bad choice. because safety, we even went driving around those areas asking people one by one. And when we did that, my eyes opened, because I would see a lot of people saying, oh yeah, you know, there's thefty, there's this. You walk down the street, you're going to the shop, guys can come take your stuff. If you put washing line outside, the washing line is gone, you know. So he made sure that, as much as I was convinced, he was also trying to make sure, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And he made sure to just bring evidence so that I was convinced to say, okay, baby, I accept this one. You are right. And then even, you know, in Parklands, Cape Town time, baby, it's too far there. It's too far. But he said, let's go and view so you can see for yourself. When we viewed, guys, I was like, there's no way I can do this kind of commuting, you know, to work, you know. So it's like, when you love someone, you can respect their choices and opinion, but also you can't let them make bad choices unless someone is really stubborn. Maybe that's a different case, because other people, you find you are trying to convince them, and as much as you are convincing them, but you find that it's their way or the highway, of which in relationship that also won't work, because there needs to be, I don't know how I can put, but I'm sure you guys get it.
Yeah, when I say about you need to respect your partner's choices, doesn't mean you're allowing them to do that thing, no. But you just you just respect them, and to see themselves, what they are doing, what they are thinking, it is wrong. So it's not like I was restricting you not to do this, but I was just trying to prove to you that this one is not a good deal. We are going in the wrong way. So I respect you to digest those things, to see by yourself that these are not the right thing. So it's not, I don't like forcing someone to say that this is the right thing. No, you must let them think by themselves. You can just give them a clue, this is not a good deal. You must think by yourself. That's why I'm saying respecting their choices. It's up to them to retrieve or to back down their decision and come say, okay, I think we must go this right way. Maybe what you are saying, it is right. So it's about respecting each other's choices. Okay. Don't force them. Like, if they don't want, they don't want. If they want it, they want it. Because at the end of the day, if something bad, all of you will be in trouble. All of you been it's going to affect both of you. It's not going to affect one party. It's both of you be in trouble. But it's about just respecting the choices and guide each other. Okay, let's do this, and understand. As we said, two cannot work together without agreeing. You agree. Of course, at first you come with different choices, different opinions, but at the end you must put on the table, we have agreed this, and you respect each other's choices. There's no need to fight, or there's no need to piece at each other that no, I think I'm the one who's making more sense than you. No, it's about respecting each other's opinions and choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, is there anything else you want to add?
Or? Okay. I think maybe.
Or you want me to add something?
I'll continue. Okay. It's about. Sorry for I take them back. It is about how we solve the arguments, or how you. What we call
the differences. The differences. Or how you come to a conclusion.
Yes. How you come to conclusion. I understand. It's very hard. I understand the nature of women, most of women. Of course, men also is about, we like cleanness, but not much as women. Women, they love cleanness. Cleanness is there in their DNA. They love to see things clean. So as a man, sometimes you just take advantage, do your own things, and you find that at first your partner cannot tell you. It takes time now when you start saying together, say, hey, my guy, I've been quiet for so long. This thing, you're taking it too much now. You need to, so it's about know how to put things together in the house. You cannot just take advantage of your partner. If you know that, okay, I'm aware of should I put my shoes. I can't just put on the doorstep, or I cannot put on the outside or on the lawn. no, I must put it at the right place. My partner, she's not my maid or my work. No, it's our duty, both of us, to do those things. So sometimes maybe as men, as you find that as you are staying together, some of men, not all of them, but I know that's most habits of men. They come from work, they are tired, they just put the shoes anyway. They don't care, and then maybe they'll do it next day. So as you staying with your family, I think that behavior need to change. But gradually, at least, when it comes to cleanness, I catch up with her. I'm not 100%,
definitely.
but I catch up to her to some of the things that she was complaining. Now she no longer complaining as it was. Yes, she can complain, but I understand. I need to fix up. I need to clean myself. I need to do the right thing. I need to do the right thing because, these things, men, we take it for granted. We really sometimes take it for granted. My woman will do my woman will do this for me. But actually, it's not really like that. It's about doing it. It's about doing it together. Take a responsibility as a family. You need to clean up yourself. You need to sort out things together, put things in order, and then you will see there will not be other arguments. You see there will never be other arguments, and for that I changed. The only thing I changed, I catch up, as I said, I change. I start doing what she wants. As you
That's
can
in
see,
terms of packing up or cleaning up and
yes,
leaving things all over. That we no longer fight about those issues. I must also say, I don't want this to be too long because it's been going on for some minutes now. But I just want to wrap it up and just quickly share some other things that helped us. We'll be very open and honest. So when we quarreled a lot or we had more disagreements, I think last year, like maybe the first half of the year, I think it was the first half of the year.
First half of the year.
Like he also made an example with regarding, getting the property. Those were other challenges that happened in the first half of last year, right? So when we found ourselves that, babe, we are fighting a lot. We are arguing a lot about certain things.
Decision making now.
Yes, and that was a thing. So it bothered us so much. We find that if you come back from work, you don't even want to go to that house because you know that something is waiting for me. You find at work, maybe you've had a long day. Now you must come home. It's just gonna be another. So for us, because it affected us so much. And it just used to take away our peace. The arguments. This is no. I said this. No. So we just said, you know what? We need to do something about it. I'm just going to share briefly. So initially we suggested that, you know what, babe, let's just go to counseling. Guys, I know in terms of counseling, you don't have to wait until you are actually getting married. People advise that you have counseling when you're in a relationship with someone and there's issues, or if you feel like there's something, right? So we tried to look, but also we're trying to look for free counseling because we know that there are places or some churches or institutions that offer that. We tried to look for that, but there was one we registered for, but we are still waiting to the state to be called. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we were on the waiting list. So we decided, because it's taking some time and we didn't have money to just go and get a very expensive therapist or a private counselor, because they charge a lot of money. So we decided, okay, let's just find other means. Maybe let's find an elder. Let's find someone, who has walked this path or who knows more about this or who's grown. Because, older people are wiser than us. They have been through these things. So basically, we decided, I think David also suggested, you know what, let's talk to Auntie. That's his aunt back home. So we decided, because the counseling was taking too long to find help and we needed help urgently, we decided to talk to Auntie. I'm not going to say her name here because we're just sharing, right? So we decided to talk to her. David one time was like, okay, let's call her. So called her on WhatsApp, and we had we used to have a lot of voice calls, and we would tell Auntie, we spend a lot of time doing that. Tell her, Auntie, this is the issue. We give her exactly, Auntie, this was the problem. This is the argument. And Auntie would literally tell us. You find that those conversations would happen maybe when I'm going to work sometimes, or after work, okay, this is the issue. And from that, us translating to her the story, giving her the story and telling her, this was David's response, this was my response. Auntie would tell us, and what I liked about her, she didn't take sides that she's from David's side and taking his side. No. She was like neutral. So she said to us, you, Sio, these are your issues. You, David, these are your issues. And I'll be honest and open. So she said, so for example, she said, these are your issues, these are your issues. And then from those conversations, she would tell us what you need to do is you need to do 1, 2, and 3 to avoid all these fights going on and on and on, because she was saying the problems are not much. There's not much problem. In fact, some of the times when we go to her for a call, we say this is the problem, we end up laughing about it. She's like, actually, this is not even a problem, but you guys, and I'm gonna break it down. She says to us, the main thing is approach. So I want you guys to take note. The main thing is approach. If your partner is doing something and you are not happy with what they are doing, or something has offended you, it's how do you approach them? How do you say, babe, earlier on you did 1, 2, and 3, but it did not sit well with me. It's how do you approach them? How do you talk to your partner? And then obviously it's the respect, how you talk to someone, respect and approach, they go together. How I address David when he puts something there on the floor. If he puts his shirt on the floor, he's never done that. I'm just making an example. But if he throws his shirt there on the floor, how do I call him? Like, how do I talk to him? Am I going to come shouting at him, David, why is your shirt on the floor? Imagine there's a child in the house. Why is your shirt on the floor? Am I going to come to him in that manner? You know what I mean? So she was like, you know what? It's how do you approach? You just need to go to someone with the respect. As much as they have done something that irritates and offends you, you go to them with respect. You approach them with respect, calmly, because the moment I start going to him and shouting at him, he himself is going to retaliate. He himself is going to be like, hey, don't come and don't talk to me like that. Then that's where the argument will escalate, right? Yeah. So which means when he does something, I must be like, babe, you left your shirt there. Please don't do that again. Try to clean up. If your shirt is dirty, put it in the washing basket. And guys, let's be honest, like we were saying, if you come with people, you're from 2 different backgrounds. Other people, they do that. You find they can leave socks on the floor. It's common for some men, they do leave socks on the floor and get on. It doesn't bother them. But now you find you're staying with your spouse. Your spouse, if the socks, you take the socks, you put in the washing basket. So it's about talking to your partner where you're like, baby, don't do this. Next time, remove and you can find like you are teaching should I say like a baby or a child again? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you tell them, babe, please don't leave it like that. Pack it up, put it in the thing, but talk to them nicely, talk to them calmly, approach them with the respect, because if you're not going to approach him with respect, he's going to retaliate, and that can cause the arguments, and then it just takes away the peace in the home, because there'll be more quarreling. And also it's not good if there are kids around, right? And because the kids are going to take from that behavior, they're going to say, oh yeah, it takes away the peace for even the child, right? Excuse me. So also another thing, Auntie used to tell us, she was like, if you guys are really having some serious topics that are causing you to, that need you to talk about or discuss, try not to talk about the issues in front of the child. You have bedrooms, that's what bedrooms are made for. Go in the bedroom, and when your guys are calm at the end of the day and you have some time together, you are not looking at your phone or whatever, just start talk about the issues and address the issues, right? Privately, so that the kids, they don't always know everything, and they can't always be listening to those conversations. So Auntie had advised us on that approach, respect, and talking about the issues in private. But also she did talk about things that you need to also make time for your spouse, spending time with your spouse. It could be small things and walking with your spouse, ice cream dates, or just being together, spending time together, having your intimate time together. Those things help a lot, because also when you guys are together, you are at peace. You find that if something he did, it really bothered you, it's also a good time to address it at that moment, because now you both are calm, you are looking at each other's eyes, and he's not going to be offended. He's going to take it well, and he's going to do right. And if next day he does the same thing, then you can remind him calmly, babe, we talked about this last night. Then he will know. If he cares, he will know, he'll fix it. And vice versa for women, if there's something he feels that he's come to me so many times, I'm not happy about 1, 2, and 3. At first, I can be defensive and I can be like trying to fight. But you find that if he comes to me in a calm manner, he talks to me nice, even with content, I can do a vlog. I'm just making an example. I can do a vlog. I can put some things. He will tell me, maybe I'm editing the vlog. No. This part, maybe let's not put this. He can advise and I'll think about it. Why are you saying that 1, 2, and 3? And then you actually realize, oh, actually, this person has a point. You know what I mean? So for us, it's those things. And also another thing, as I'm saying, Auntie has been someone who sort of guided us. That's been the main intervention that we have had, because with counseling, we haven't managed to get that help as yet. But right now, Auntie is the person that we go to. And like I'm saying, I love that she doesn't just look at she doesn't take sides. She gives this to us raw. Sio, this is your problem 1, 2, and 3. David, this is your problem 1, 2, and 3. You guys need to do 1, 3, 2, and 3, right? Mm-hmm. And what we did with David, after the first conversation with Auntie, I remember I took time to type out. I'm not going to be sharing everything, but I took time to type some of the lessons we took from the counseling that she sort of gave us. And we've had these up on our walls or wardrobe just as a reminder. Yeah. So you find that I can be irritated that David has done something, but when I look up the wardrobe, it says, just be calm. If you are really heated, don't address it at that moment. Wait until you are calm. Maybe if he has left something there, then maybe let me just take it and put it away. But later on when I'm calm, then I'm going to come back to address him and be like, baby, you still did this and. But like I'm saying, those things are no longer an issue for us. So I think for us that help, these are things that I typed out. I'm not going to be showing you guys everything because some things are personal and confidential. So I'm just making an example. These were some of the things I typed out. So I just want to see if I have not left anything out from here. So in here, Auntie talked about respect, giving, each other the respect that each person deserves, not shouting in front of the kids when there's argument, the approach, you speak politely about the issues, if you are angry, rather keep quiet, calm down. If you need to go, sit in the car. I know sometimes we've had some issues with David. He just goes for a walk, or he'd go in the car, or he would go for a drive, or he does whatever. And then you find when he does that, I'm still mad about something. When he comes back, then I'm just ready, babe, let's just get over this. Because most of the time, we both know what the issue is, But sometimes if you are heated, there's also an element of pride. Yeah. Nobody wants to
bow
down and say, okay, you know what I mean, and surrender. So there's an element of pride. Nobody wants to listen. So you find that when he's gone and he goes for a drive or he goes for a walk, I miss him so much when he's really like, babe, it's fine. It's okay, and really, sometimes like I'm saying, it's not that bad. It's just about reaching a compromise, and you realize, really, it's not that bad. Sometimes let me let him have his way, and he will let me have my way. But it's just important to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to address the issue.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
But also sometimes it's also sometimes not good also to address issues while you're angry. Yeah, because you try to prove a point. So it's not good to prove a point.
Exactly.
When you're angry.
Yes, and I remember with what he's saying, Auntie told us, it's actually on one of these, I'm just wrapping it up, it's in one of these, sorry guys.
Yeah.
So it's actually, Auntie went with that point where he said it's not about proving a point. It's one of these, this is another page that we have. Auntie told us, he says that when you are fighting, it's not about winning the argument. Like she told us, it's not about fighting to win. The moment you are fighting to win, you say you want to have the last word, then just know that you have lost that argument.
Yeah.
So those were some of the things that she told us. She says you have lost the argument if you are fighting to win, because that means that you guys have not reached an agreement and the issues will keep coming up. Because like I said, there's also an element of pride. No one wants to bow down.
Yeah.
No one wants to let the other person win. But like I'm saying, it also comes with maturity. The more you grow up, you realize it's not that deep. Let him have this one. You know, if we are going to buy a rack or a coffee table and there's disagreement, it's not that bad. Maybe I must let him have the coffee table, but if I let him have the coffee table, then the rack is my choice now.
Yeah.
So it's about just reaching the compromising and sacrificing. But guys, I think we have shared some of the things that help us. I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, sorry must not be a big word in your mouth. Like when you see, okay, maybe your partner, she's wrong or you're also wrong, so you must always try to say sorry. Always try to say sorry. Must not be a big word in your mouth. Speak out of your heart. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll try to figure out, we'll try to work on it.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you said, pride as well. Pride is a very big weapon that destroys good relationship. So for that, we have tried to, what can I say? Yeah.
You just...
Yeah. Oh, okay. We have tried to find a solution of whereby, you know, like not when there's an issue, it's better to swallow our pride. Yeah, to take away our egos, put it aside, and fix this and tackle the relevant issue. Bring in the main problem. Don't bring irrelevant issue, or maybe the situation issues that happened in the past, and to bring it. No, it's about bringing a relevant issue at a right time. Be watchful with your tongue, what you speak. Because if you're not watchful for your tongue, definitely your tongue will put you in trouble. I quote before this conversation, I quote a verse from the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 23. He said that you must be watchful for your tongue and shut your mouth, and then you walk away from troubles. So it shows, if you are not watchful with your tongue, definitely it will land you in problems.
In hot soup.
Yes. Be watchful with your tongue, how you speak to people, with your partner, your spouse. That's the thing that we must learn or keep in mind. Our tongue can cause everything, can destroy everything.
Yes.
You know, it's easy. It's not easy to build, but it's easy to destroy. It's easy to destroy. You can build a relationship for 15 or 20 years being together, but it's only take one single day. Everything that you build in 15 years goes in one day. Because it's not just a state of mind, but the tongue.
That is so true, guys. That is so profound. I like that he said that, even the quoting of the scripture. But I just want to say, guys, thank you so much if you have watched up until this far. Thank you for the love and support. If you have watched up until this far, please do type in the comment section the scripture I made reference to, Proverbs 21 verse 23. Please type that scripture reference in the comment section if you've watched here up until this far. Thank you, guys. It is a bit long, this video, but I think we just wanted to give you some context, some examples, so you can see how we deal with things, or some of the issues we have had. Maybe other couples can also relate, or other people in other relationships. But we appreciate the love and support, and please do catch up on our other couples editions. If you haven't, I think you're going to enjoy those videos. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Please do subscribe if you have not. Bye. Bye.